Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the WCA Pro Qualifier Europe for WarCraft 3. And this is the fourth and final semi-final of today. And we're going to see Hate, Love, Anger versus Sonik. Undead versus Night Elf. Hate, Love, Anger vetoed Last Refuge. Smart choice, because that is Sonic's best map. Sonik vetoed Turtle Rock. Smart choice, because that's a very good Undead map. So we're going to start with Twisted Meadows. But let's take a look into the bracket. Of course, we saw Yoss beating Helsing very impressively 2-0, especially on Echo Isles. Very good. And now we're searching his opponent, and that's going to be Sonik or Hate, Love, Anger. I think everybody is ready.
And this is the game, one of the games where I am expecting kind of crazy stuff. Hate, Love, Anger, he's kind of the German professor of Warcraft.
Yes.
He goes into his little study room and he thinks about stuff and new strategies and new gimmicks that nobody else does, but that is his specialty. And Twisted Meadows certainly has some possibility of showing these unique games, as we saw before when Foggy defeated Cash earlier on today. This is a big map. You can do a lot of cheesy stuff, unexpected stuff, hide stuff perhaps even, not really as Undead, but there are, you know, behind your base, there is the island expansion with gargoyles. Are we going to see gargoyles?
That's
Everything's
exactly.
possible.
I wanted to disagree with you a bit, but in the actual Warcraft meta game, gargoyles are of course completely out of the thought process. But Hate, Love, Anger is an old school player. He played back in the day when the EPS was really big, and he is still a gargoyle player, and he loves to play gargoyles. A few weeks ago, we saw this exact match, Sonik versus Hate, Love, Anger on Twisted Meadows, that went on forever because Hate, Love, Anger played gargoyles, and yeah, that was very, very entertaining. We hope for the best. Here it is. Twisted Meadows is the map, the first one in the bottom left. We see Sonik, Ilya Malish, 27 years old, from the Ukraine. His best matchup is Undead. This is insane. 87% win rate against this race. This is
crazy.
This is absolutely crazy. And Sonik himself is a bit crazy as well. He won the Zodiac Dream League, the European Championship of Warcraft, so to say, the biggest league definitely. And we interviewed him afterwards and asked him what he's going to do with the prize money. And his answer was, I'm going to buy an iron door.
Exactly.
Okay.
He needs an iron door to fortify his home.
Yeah.
Against what? We're not entirely sure, but that is... well, we've never heard that before. I'm going to buy an iron door from the prize money, but that prize money should have definitely been sufficient.
Well, he lives very close to the epicenter of the war in the Ukraine, so kind of dangerous place to live right now. So he spends his time playing Warcraft, not going outside, not the worst choice right now for him. So he participated in the WCA group stage in 2014. He went to China with us, and he failed to reach the quarterfinal because there was a tiebreaker against Hawk, I guess. That was really, really close. So he could have been in the quarterfinal as well. He won 2 Jera Cups, number 4 and 16. He's a very old school player. He won 9 Zotac Cups back in the day. These players actually met 3 times so far. Sonik was able to get 2 maps from these 3 encounters, and Hate, Love, Anger once. Hate, Love, Anger, of course, spawning here in the upper right. Not going for a ghoul rush or anything, just playing simple ghouls with a DK first. He, of course, an old school player as well. He participated in the EPS for a huge time, and he was able to get the 2nd place in EPS 14 and reach the finals in EPS 12. But after that, he kind of disappeared. He went to Scotland to study and then to the US. So he's not a regular face in the scene. But recently he came back. Impressive performances last week, the Jera Cup. He reached the semi-final. So he may not practice that hard, but he's such a smart talent with, yeah, he can pull crazy stuff out and beat his opponents at any time.
Yeah, he doesn't really have as much time as some other players have, because he actually has a wife and a kid, so he is really, well, living a real life, I guess. And by the way, first big thing here, we have Immolation Demon Hunter fending off the ghouls, and the DK is trapped inside the Night Elf base. It is sealed off, and this is already looking kind of tough for the German player.
Yeah, there's no chance of escaping for Hail of Anger here. He can't destroy the Moonwells. He has no staff. He has no town portal, nothing. The only thing would be to destroy the Moonwells with the ghouls, but the Demon Hunter here chasing the ghouls away, damaging them very, very hard. So I don't know. I would just let the DK die and rebuy him as soon as possible. But of course, the archers don't do that much damage to the DK, so that takes some time. Hail of Anger's game plan completely failed.
Yeah, and he has no TP, so he has to let him die. There's no way around this. And yeah, he dies. By the way, Sonik started this game very passively. He knows probably about Hail of Anger's tendencies to play ghouls aggressively, so he did not go for a creep camp at all. His Ancient of War was standing inside the base, and it absolutely paid off. And we see an out-of-base proxy Hunter's Hall. I don't know if he was afraid of getting that cancelled somehow, but anyways, it's proxy and it's also kind of late, so Ancients of Lore will not be up very, very quickly.
That is right. The Hunter's Hall is kind of late compared to the tag, which is all already finished right now. Demon Hunter with the second item. It is the Circle of Mobility, and he got boots. So well-equipped first hero for Sonik, and the next group of ghouls are approaching from Hail of Anger. He just takes now to tier 3. The Graveyard a little late as well. DK is back. Is he going for a Naga maybe to support the second ghoul rush? He needs to come back in this game, but no, he has no gold for that. And I think this is a smart choice of him, but he's not going to the base because Sonik is nearby. He got himself a Panda and Brewmaster second. Pretty standard against mass ghouls.
Yeah, and it's only one crypt, not two, so it's very, very unlikely we're gonna see gargoyles actually. So Hail of Anger not really going for what we're expecting, and perhaps not going for what Sonik is expecting. But yeah, this is really good for the Night Elf, man. He's already well above level 2 with the Demon Hunter. And these ghouls, they went outside the base to start to creep the knolls, but then he was like, actually I have no information. Maybe the Demon Hunter is going to come here and kill like 3-4 ghouls, and that would have been totally horrendous for him. Now the Skeleton Warriors find the Hunter's Hall, but whatever. There's no way he can cancel it or anything. Would never ever be worth it. And it seems like he's... it doesn't look like he's accomplishing anything. He went for one bit of aggression, was totally destroyed, absolutely thwarted, and now he seems to be struggling. He seems to not know what to do.
He has no plan B in this game. We usually see him on small maps doing ghoul rushes with a second crypt, but that is not here on TM. That is a lot harder. I personally expected the Gargoyles because he did so well with it in Jera Cup against Sonik, but no, he's playing the Fiends. Very, very standard. Lich second, Slaughterhouse coming. He had a surround, but there's immolation and no evasion. So yeah, one ghoul has to be microed away. There's no coil, so this ghoul is definitely going to go down. Level 2.5. Still a second surround here, and the Demon Hunter kills the second ghoul. Surround is open again, and the Demon Hunter can easily be staffed out by the Panda. Breath of Fire into nowhere, and once again 2 ghouls down, 3 are damaged. Sonik is just wiping the floor with Hail of Anger.
He didn't even have to use the TP, and even that would have been a good trade, but no, the Staff of Preservation easily gets him out of trouble, and still zero experience points on the DK.
Yeah,
this is not usual at all, people. We have tier 3 already for the Undead. We have a Lich and an Orb, but no experience for the DK. This is Twisted Meadows, though. There is always opportunities to level up your heroes, even if you're late to the party. But that is also true for the Panda. And he is gonna get high level, I assume, no questions asked in this game. Demon Hunter, perfect scouting, man. He has perfect awareness across the map. He sees the ghouls coming. He knows he has enough time to creep this little green camp, but he's being careful. You all said this before. Everyone's playing careful, not being too risky. Sonik playing super duper careful. And it's paying off absolutely so far. Getting the Naga now. So HLA, again, getting aggressive, but now creeping a creep camp that will ensnare his units, and that can result in quite a few losses. And he is already taking so many.
Yeah, that is definitely dangerous here, scaring the Demon Hunter away for now, dealing with the creeps, with the ghouls and stuff. But this is kind of strange because Hail of Anger is not producing any fiends, and if Sonic is switching maybe to Mass Dryads, it's going for bears right now, then this could be very, very crucial because, oh, Scorch Bone Chimes are amazing item for the ghouls because they hit so fast, and so they regenerate a few hit points during the fight. Surround again, but there is a Town Portal. The Panda should be nearby.
Oh! He doesn't use it!
What is going on? Maybe this is the key for Hail of Anger to come back in this game. The Panda was too far away to staff him. He forgot was too nervous to ping whatsoever to use the Town Portal. And now this is Hail of Anger's chance.
How is this happening? He played perfectly. One mistake and suddenly everything's upside down. The Panda's being attacked. He has Rejo on him. He actually uproots the Ancient of Lore, but it's not enough. He dies anyways. The Tree of Eternity is dealing damage. The bears are out, but they don't have Master yet. Is it coming? No, there's no Master training coming. Perhaps it was in the other Ancient of Lore.
No, now it's coming.
Now it's coming, but it's so super duper late. Way too late. All the archers, basically, apart from one, has fallen, but now he's focusing on the Druids of the Claw, and the first one's falling. The second one will surely follow. The Ancient of Lore number 2 has also fallen. Sonic, how is he falling apart here suddenly?
Sonic is losing everything. 90 food, the Whisper detonating. He has nothing anymore. Only archers. Bam! Frostmourne hungers. Down goes the archer, the final one. And he has nothing. What the hell is going on here? I have no explanation on what's happening right now. Shop is down. And next focus should be the Tree of Eternity or the Entangled Goldmine or whatever. There is a Wisp nearby to the Tavern, but he's not reviving anything. He has the Demon Hunter back in the Altar of Elders, but Hail of Anger is going for the Entangled Goldmine, attacking lots of repair here, but no, it's not enough. The ghouls are just melting this Entangled Goldmine, and no income anymore for the crazy guy from the Ukraine. Demon Hunter is back, level 2.5, mana burn instantly on the Lich. There is a surround. Barely escapes from this one. Master upgrade is done for the bears now, but will there be a bear on the battlefield? It would be so important for rejuvenation. Once again, surround so close, but Demon Hunter is able to escape, but he has to face 3 undead heroes. Here's rejuvenation, first bear, but the Demon Hunter in problems. There's the Town Portal. What a nice GG! Hail of Anger, upset of the day, gets the first map off of Sonic in 11 minutes after he was completely demolished in the first 5, 7, 8 minutes of the game. I'm speechless.
This doesn't make sense.
No, absolutely not.
This is like you go to the supermarket and you win a helicopter for no reason. You just went there to buy some bread and suddenly you go home with a helicopter. This doesn't make any sense at all. He played perfectly. He punished HLA perfectly. He did so much damage. When he went across the map to get the Naga, he had 0 experience.
Yes.
Nothing. I think I know what the mistake was, though. HLA, Sonic was being too careful.
Yep.
He had a lead, and he could have abused that lead by creeping kind of dangerous spots and still being active with the Demon Hunter and see stuff coming. But he was being so careful. The Panda wasn't level 2 when he hit, and also he was super low on Moon Juice.
Yeah.
Like he harassed, I guess, a lot with the also immolation is one of the issues with this. Replenishing was hard. When he lost the Demon Hunter, I took a look at his moon wells. They were all dry. All dry. And it was just daytime. And yeah, but not using that TP, man. That just can't happen. But I think when HLA goes for that creep camp, he needs to creep check this. What a crazy game.
I can't imagine Sonic being nervous, man. He's been around in the scene for so long. I can't imagine a WarCraft scene without Sonic anymore. And he has played big tournaments, big leagues everywhere. But this Town Portal thingy was just, I don't know, cost him the game. Incredible backslash by Hail of Anger. And the second map is going to be Ancient Isles. And we'll see each other in a sec.
You took my mind. Now I know you made me lose control. You took my mind. You took my mind. that you are my life. The more I push, the more you won't leave me. You won't leave me. I want you to leave me behind. The more I want, the more you won't leave me. You won't leave me. This time
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with map number 2 of Sonic versus Hateful of Anger. In a mind-boggling game, Hateful of Anger was able to take the first map on TM. Second one is going to be Ancient Isle. We know that he is very, very famous for his ghoul rushes, and I think it would work particularly well on this small map.
He is very famous for his ghoul rushes, yes, and we kind of expected it last game. But, well, he kind of tried to go for a ghoul rush, but, you know, not a fully committed one, not like double crypt or anything. But now he's up a map, now he might try it. But also, I think, creeping here for Night Elf, the Ancient of War creep, is a lot easier. And Sonic, switching up his playstyle totally, goes for a really greedy first creep camp. He wants to get the natural immediately. This will give him level 2, but he needs to have, like, I think, at least 2 wisps repairing there. And if there is a Ghoul Scout, that makes things a lot more difficult. And last game we did see a Ghoul Scout. Maybe Sonic expects HLA to switch things up and be a little more defensive.
Yeah, we saw this creep from Foggy versus Spiral on the first map. And yeah, that kind of failed, but of course it was interrupted by a tower rush. This won't happen, or maybe it is, because it is Hateful of Anger, everything can happen. Okay, there is a typical ghoul build order, Death Knight for Hateful of Anger. Nothing fancy about that playstyle, but yeah, Sonic could play Warden, and he is playing Warden.
Nice. We always love to see that hero. She's a lot more interesting and a lot more explosive and exciting than the Demon Hunter. She has the big weakness of being more vulnerable than her male counterpart, I guess. But she has a lot of strengths. She can harass a lot. She has a lot of nuking power, but she cannot get rid of the undead mana. And that is, of course, so important to that race.
But I think it's very good, especially in the early game, because it's very, very easy to keep the DK low, and that's what you never want as an undead, with a Shadow Strike, of course. And that delays his creeping, and maybe Sonic doesn't want to encounter high-level undead heroes. And yeah, of course, super effective versus ghouls as well. Shadow Strike almost kills the ghoul instantly.
Sonic getting a second Ancient of War in his base. He knows he's going to get scouted. He knows this is kind of greedy, and he doesn't want to fall to early pressure. So his second Moonwell is super duper late, and the third one will be as well. I don't know if the undead can do enough damage to make him pay for that, though. But yeah, the second Ancient of War is a lot of investment defensively, so probably his tech is gonna be late. First, Shadow Strike is used on the Ghoul, but he gets the Null Overseer anyways before the DK arrives. Ring of Regen, that's such a beautiful early game item for him.
Yeah, definitely. For the Warden, she can harass now as long as she wants. And imagine this misery of the Russian Empire if, or the Ukraine Empire, if Sonic fails this one. You see it, Hateful of Anger already down on 250 HP.
He loses the Ancient of War, that's a big problem. But he has another one, don't forget.
Yeah, that's okay. He got the item, but not the entire spot, I think. But yeah, imagine the misery. Hawk out, Cash out, Sonic out. These were the big, big hopes for the Russian WarCraft 3 community. And if Hateful of Anger is really able to pull this map off, that would be a huge upset to beat the winner of the Zodiac Dream League.
Yes, absolutely. We have so far one Ghoul loss against one Archer loss, so even in terms of experience in that case. But another Shadow Strike will be ready, and the DK has to be careful. If he doesn't get the boots, and the Warden does, he's in a lot of trouble. There's a Wisp block, but he lets it go. He really wants to get the Ghoul instead of the DK.
Maybe
well,
he was
goes
trusting
into
in
the
that
next
sheep
one.
there.
Yeah, he kills one more Ghoul here with a Shadow Strike, unless deny. Nice.
Yeah, Hateful of Anger, we heard that he practiced a lot for this tournament, even though he has a very busy schedule, and he is going double crypt this time. Gargoyles.
Yes, it's gonna be Gargoyles. Gargoyles, something you always like to play again on maps where there are strong flying units that you can creep. This is the case on Secret Valley, Twisted Meadows, and also on Ancient Knights. We have 2 Drakes on this map, and items like Zombie Mask can drop there. The Ruined Bracers, which are amazing against the Warden, and Flute of Accuracy. Lots of items that the undeads love. And now he's trying to go for a Hero Surround. Barely not getting it.
Yeah, that was really, really close. What is Sonic doing now? He's pulling the creeps, getting mercenaries probably, yes. The healer and the berserker most likely. Both only the berserker to get some anti-air against the upcoming gargoyles. I think he's well aware of the second crypt. Why is Sonic's tech so late?
He got the second Agent of War in his base. That doesn't only cost lumber, but it
okay.
also costs a Wisp that cannot get
Ooh,
lumber.
This is so bad for him because the gargoyle strategy is particularly good because you get a lot of gargoyles before your opponent gets his first Dryad because you already can build the crypts. Of course, you get the timing advantage and you need to build the Entrance of Law after the attack has finished so the undead can start producing the exact moment when he reaches tier 2.
I think Sonic should really get the next Berserker at the other mercenary camp. Oh, surround! Oh, not quite getting it again. Not that easy with only those few ghouls when you want to do it perfectly. But Warden is now out of mana, and yeah, that's when she's no longer so scary. But this Ring of Regeneration, man, oh, now surround perhaps? No. Gets really scary. Wisp Detonate coming in, actually getting all 3 skeletons. That gives her level 2, along with the creeping of the Ogre camp outside of his base. And she's trying to go for a ghoul, but doesn't get it. And now 2 gargoyles are out. Question is, what does he want to do with those? Attack immediately, or wait for 4 and have kind of a more scary number? Because 2, honestly, aren't that big of a deal.
No,
you shouldn't lose any wisps to 2 gargoyles in your base.
But the third one is coming, the fourth as well. They're almost finished. The Ziggurat is coming, so he's able to produce more very, very soon. What a block by the schools, man. Very nice. Level 2.5 Warden after the early game is a good sign for Hail of Anger, I think.
The Hunter's Hall is also late, man.
Yeah. Sonic is completely out of his game, but there's a Tree of Life.
And he's creeping, interestingly, HLA. Perhaps he's not aware of his big tech advantage. He's using this time to creep. And yeah, as I said before, big items can drop here. Doesn't want to lose the gargoyle. All right, I was scared for a second there. Ooh. That's terrible item. Boots of Qualifiers. Probably the worst item that can drop there, unless Dark Ranger, perhaps. Dark Ranger is fairly common against Warden, but only when you play Fiends. And as we see, we are playing gargoyles here. HLA is almost level 3 all of a sudden. This DK, like, this is a big camp. Gets a lot of experience. But now Panda here as well. And so is the Warden, but without any mana. So honestly, nothing should die here apart from the little skeleton dudes.
Sonic just dispelled the Scout skeleton from Hail of Anger. That was almost at the expansion position. So Hail of Anger has no idea about it. Maybe he's expecting it right now because Sonic used that mana for dispel.
This is so greedy. Like, he really needs the production right now. He has only 1 Ancient of Wind to deal with double crypt gargoyles. How is that supposed to work? He has, alright, he has 3 archers, excuse me, and a troll berserker and a panda. Is that enough though?
I don't think so. The Panda not even level 2. He needs to be at level 3 as soon as possible. There is 6 gargoyles in the air. He's going for the second red drag. Kills him in no time. And maybe this time it is a big item for Hail of Anger. It's Scorch Bone Chimes. And if it's coming down to hippos versus gargoyles, this is the best item possible. But now the Warden in problems, only level 2, needs to pull the town portal. Every single step of this game is going in favor of Hail of Anger.
Well, the expansion is the X factor. The expansion can bring Sonic back in this, but yeah, man. Gargoyles against hippos is kind of iffy, you know, can go this way, that way. But as you said, Scourge Bone Chimes is crazy good. I don't really know about the creeping there. His DK is so incredibly low, so he cannot complement his Gargoyle Harass right now with the Death Knight. And I'm pretty sure HLA has no idea about the Expo. Oh, it's Talons! What?
What? Crow form?
That doesn't work. No.
But
crows do magic damage. That's not enough. They have like 40, yeah, but gargoyles have 62 to 80. That just doesn't cut it.
It is of course good with the Fury Fire, but
HLA now saw, alright, you have 1 tier 2 facility and no shop. Where the frickin' hell is all your money? And now he must be like, are you getting an expansion? I think you're getting an expansion. This should be his read. Of course, Fairy Fire is good against the gargoyles because you always have vision on them, even if they are above the trees. By the way, so many wisps on like 2 HP save. And the Lich is out now. No orb just yet. Interestingly, wanted to save that money for something else, I assume. Drunken Ace Breath of Fire, by the way, kind of missed it, but nothing dies just yet. But super low is everything. And Diana just keeps on creeping.
Yeah, Hail of Anger got both dragon spots. Now he gets the second laboratory spot as well. He has a level 3.5 DK. The Lich on level 1.5. He has a Hearthstone, Wind of the Wind, it can be very, very good to disable the Panda because there are no Dryads to dispel anything. And now second Engine of Wind coming, and he is playing dots. Again, he continues to play dots.
And they're not going to be mastered for a while. Oh, nice, saving the Wisps again.
Yeah, Sonic, that's
He
really
actually
good.
saved so many. And now HLA is finding the expansion, and he kills one Wisp before they enter the gold mine, which is not the best.
But I think Sonic will get some lumber problems soon because Hail of Anger killed a lot of Wisps there.
But now he can produce double Wisps from 2 Trees of Eternity, and he's still looking okay on lumber, so I think it's
That's
going to
right.
be okay.
And he can buy a Shredder if
But
he
a
wants.
timing push is going to be coming. The Gargoyles are going to use Stone Form soon, then they're going to join up with the army, with Destroyers, with Statues, with Ghouls, and that's when I think he will try to finish off the game, and of course with an Orb of Corruption as well.
Yeah.
Perhaps even a third hero. He has the supply to get it, but it's very unusual to get a third hero with Gargoyles, but hey, it's HLA, who knows?
Hail of Anger is getting the Destroyer upgrade, so if he gets some Destroyers, the Talons are of course completely useless because they are magic immune.
He has no scrolls of healing so far. He cannot win, probably.
The
He
Warden
sells the Scourge Bone Chimes, by the way.
Okay, yeah, makes sense now. The Warden is still not level 3. The Panda is not level 3. 44 food for Sonic. This push could end this tournament for him. But okay, there is an expansion running, but all he needs is time. But I think Hail of Anger will not get.
What
him
heroes
that
are he gonna
time.
get? What heroes are he gonna get? Definitely Dark Ranger for silence. There are no Dryads. I'm calling it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh,
Really? I think Dark Ranger would have been a lot better.
But what do
the
you want to dispel?
the
Silence?
silence, yeah.
No, the Cyclone?
No, you silence the Panda and he doesn't do shit.
Ah, it's Panda.
Excuse
Okay,
me.
yeah, of course. Oh, okay, that makes more
And
sense.
also the Warden. She can't blink, she can't
But-
Shadow Strike, she can't do anything.
But you can just melt these dots with Fork Lightning.
No, but I think pretty sure he has Cold Arrow first.
Yeah, sure.
All right, here comes the expansion push. We said this. It's going to be a timing push. It's 50 supply versus 50 supply. Wisps coming out to detonate right away, and Sonic is coming. He has no level 3 heroes just yet, but he's ever so close to get them.
He
First
wants
Cyclone
the Naga,
comes
I
in.
guess.
Oh, all 3 want... No, wait, he has Master now. He has no Destroyer upgrade. Yes, he does.
He does.
But he needs more Destroyers than that, actually. But it's not that many talents, so he doesn't have that many Cyclones either. Now Drunken Hate's Breath of Fire dodge, perhaps with a Stone Form. Too late. Not quick enough on the draw. He has a heal scroll on the DK, can use it now, does so. And yeah, we were saying it. They're all melting. Look at the dots. They're melting.
They're absolutely useless in this fight. In the meantime, the expansion is still up, so that first blow to that X-Pro failed. That next Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze, is Stone Form available. We don't know, but focusing the Panda. Sonic is losing his second hero. There's no healing for him. Level 4 DK. Next target is the Warden. Sonic is about to go out of this tournament. The Zodiac Dream League winner is almost out of this tournament. The army is melting away. The heroes are gone. All he has is this expansion. What an upset this is. 21 supply for Sonic, 48 and 3 heroes for Hate, Love, Anger. All the gargoyles are low, but he saved them. And now it's time to tear down this Tree of Life, the final nail in the coffin for one of Europe's best players in 2014. With an 87% win rate versus Undead, Hate, Love, Anger just crushes him, and the expansion is gone. What is Sonic going to do to come back from this?
Sonic doesn't want to give up yet. He will try to stabilize on one base with 2 heroes. He has double level 3. Perhaps retraining to Fan of Knives and going all in on Area of Effects. But then he's just going to get destroyed by the heroes, I think. He's in a terrible, terrible spot. We have 27 supply against 48. And HLA, he's not giving him any time. No time whatsoever. He's going for the main. Panda had been rebought. He's back on the field of battle. Not that much mana for him. No potions of healing or anything. Warden still taking quite a bit to come back here. Ghouls are in the front line, killing 1 Ancient of Wind. 1 is still available. But Talons, man, we all know it from the matchup against Orc. You need many of them for many, many, many Cyclones. A few Talons are basically not useless, but really bad, really not worth the investment. And now the Panda is in trouble. He may just fall before the first hero even comes out again. Gargoyles going in the back, going for the casters once more. Panda being focused. Moonwell, this was the last bit of Moon Juice. Nice dodge of the Breath of Fire with the Stone Form ability, and he's just going for the Pandaren. Brewmaster, Cold Arrow, Coil, and he falls. Scroll of Healing heals everything back to full health again, and this is looking so dire, man. Detonate actually cancels his own Cyclone, and everything is dying for Sonic, basically. Warden is gonna come out in a bit here, but how is she supposed to fight this off?
Just a victim to the triple hero. The Lich is about to be level 3, and then Coil Nova level 2 comes out. Here we go. Shadow Strike on the DK. Maybe a hero kill or something. Some desperation move. He tries to block with the Obsidian Statue, but failed. Warden gets away for now, but she will never save this base. Sonic with a Heart of a Lion trying to get his Panda back, but here it is. GG. Russian Warcraft community in tears. Sonic is out of this tournament. The European champion is out of this tournament, and we have 2 Germans fight for the final slot to Gamescom.
Exactly, it is Mark Förster who is actually sitting over there. He watched the game, and I can only imagine he's feeling a little bit afraid right here. HLA, what I took away from both these games, he has the killer instinct. He knows when to hit, how to kill you. He has that one timing, and he grasps it, and he destroys you. Honestly, I have to say, I don't agree with Sonic's choices in that second game. I think he may have tilted a bit after the first game. He was in such an amazing position, and then he just got destroyed.
The Naga completely failed. There was a really good job by Hail of Anger to prevent her from level 3, so she never got her full potential from grabbing the ghouls, leveling up more and more and more. And then, yeah, the Jewels of the Talon, I have no idea what that was supposed to be.
I think the expansion was... The greedy creep camp, it backfired in the way that his tech was so late, but I can understand it. You want her level 3. But the expansion, such a gamble, such a huge gamble. You really need that production to keep up with the gargoyles. Actually, he didn't take that much damage from the gargoyles. His wisp saving was absolutely stellar, man. It was like at least 5 wisps saved below 10% hit points. But the expansion, so incredibly greedy. Maybe he felt that was his one way to get back into the game, to have the incredible luck of it being undetected for like 2 or 3 minutes. And it did go up without any contention, but it didn't really pay off at all. Yeah. And he was just, you know, one timing. That's what HLA needs. That's what he does, and that's how he wins. A
really, really bad weekend or 2 days for the Russian community. Nicker not qualified because he lost to War Chief Ridge. Then Hawk not qualified because he lost to Rudin. Then it was Cash not qualified because, okay, he lost to Foggy, who was also Russian. But now Sonic out against Hail of Anger. This is absolutely, this is bonkers. Russia has dominated Warcraft 3 for so long, and now all the big names are out. This is crazy. But we're going to send a German to Gamescom. It's going to be Yoss or Hate, Love, Anger. 2 old friends from the EPS days are fighting for the 4th place in a few minutes. See you, everybody!